For the first speech, we have Jerry going to evaluate Michael's speech. Thank you.
I have to say I enjoy hearing you speak. You have a pleasant voice. Your diction is excellent, and your cadence is nice. You speak at a nice, reasonable pace. So even casual conversation, you have a pleasant sounding voice, and it really works for you in a setting like this. Overall, I marked you excellent on everything. Visual aids appropriate for the speech and message, certainly. And they helped understand the point you were making. I don't know if the choice of a green softball as opposed to the basic white was a conscious choice.
I couldn't find one.
Either way, green worked much better, I think. And the simple fact, the way you were handling them, these were obviously things you were familiar with and comfortable with and had a history with. And you can always tell an athlete or someone who's familiar with the sport by the way they handle the objects. So I thought that worked for you very well. I thought you used them smoothly and with confidence. Your purpose was very clear. Your body language was also communicated well. The pitching motion and you as a little kid. And your word choices I felt were effective. As far as well-researched, your speech was really more of a personal statement. And in that regard, I think you gave us enough of your history and enough of your world outlook to make it work. So I thought it came across very clearly and effectively. Actually, having been a sports writer at one point in my life, I agree with you so much because I enjoy sports and still watch a lot of sports, but you see so many people there are so many abuses as far as coaching kids or wasting money, and there are just a lot of things there. So it was a speech that resonated very well with my personal views. The only possible suggestion I had, you did toward the end as you were transitioning towards your closing quote, there was not a stumble there, but there wasn't a continuous thread from your speech into the closing quote. But I loved your closing quote, and I'm a fan of H.L. Mencken anyway, so that resonated very well with me. So overall, I gave you excellent marks on everything and very much enjoyed your speech.
Thank you for that evaluation. To evaluate Andy's speech, I believe Gary's filling in for that. Once again, thank you for filling in.
Andy's speech was, I believe, number 9, Persuade with Power. And actually, I'm actually the wrong person I'd probably be evaluating this because I was actually on board as soon as he said customer service is a diehard. I agreed. I think he brought up good examples, nice, casual, demeanor with people. I think sometimes we come here a little bit too formal. It doesn't make you feel bad because you're at work, but I think when people are casual, it makes you feel more comfortable. You pay more attention to them because you think, well, gosh, I can relate to this guy. And I've always felt that way about Andy's presentation. At the end, there was a quote by Maya Angelou. I like that. I like that. It's not, things you said, but it's the way they make you feel. And that's actually true. As you leave a place and you have a bad experience, you think, gosh, that SOB, why could you have done this a little bit better, or things like that. That's actually true. You don't remember anything they actually said. You just remember how things went, the whole experience. Overall, I gave Andy excellent on everything. And I guess look forward to number 10. And usually for number 10, once you're done with that, there's like a giant party. We bring in clowns and horses and everything. But
I was going to say fireworks.
Oh yeah, fireworks. Yeah, she's in charge of the pyrotechnics. But I really liked your speech, and I look forward to the next one.
Okay, since Kurt was unable to come to the first speech, we will move on to the grammarian report, which Which, oh, I'm sorry, I guess you should have just stayed up here.
What was that, me? Okay, no problem.
Just come back.
No problem. That's fine.
What a roll.
Oh, yeah. Really? It's a well-pointed way.
Yeah, thank you.
Today is, for me, I didn't observe any, there's only a few of us here today, but all the speeches were, I guess, grammatically correct. There's nothing that I would like point out or view as a glaring misuse of the language. We didn't have a chance to use the pastiche, but that's all right, because I actually can apply that, because I actually have a musical premise to use that. Right now I'm taking guitar lessons, and when I've only been doing it for like 8 weeks, and first few times I took it, you're just doing the notes, trying to learn some chords, and then as you go on, you're trying to hear what it's supposed to sound like. So right now, the way it sounds to me, like sometimes I can hear the song, but I would not mistake the pastiche of what I'm playing to be like anything like Jimi Hendrix or Robert Cray or anything like that. But to me, it sounds like I'm, should be, where's the stage? What's going on? But anyway, that's overall very good meeting as far as from there.
Up next, we have the odd counter, which Andy is filling in for. Thank you.
Hopefully someone could count my odds. We'll have to go back and look at the video, actually. I saw very, very few grammatical mistakes and filler words that happened in the meeting today. I believe Gary had 3 ahs, and I think Jerry had 1. Other than that, that's what I counted. So I think we did a really good job. You didn't. I was paying attention.
Oh, well, pat myself on the back. Meeting awards. Just did it. Pointed it out, and then it happens. Do we need a?
Well, I have the certificates, but typically the president, I sign them and then the president signs them, and Michael isn't here today. If you'd be willing to take it without his signature, I can give it to you, or you can wait.
I'll wait.
Okay, all right, and the same with you, Jerry. So
You mean Michael.
you were up there doing an evaluation. The same with you. Do you want
I'll
yours?
get it over the next, when Mike's here.
Okay, okay.
It won't take them long.
All right. I have all of these certificates that people have not come back, and I got them all here for them to pick up. There is, but like Sarah and Tehran.
Yeah, they haven't been here for some meetings, so.
So if you hear about them, I have them.
Okay. Well then, as far as general evaluator report, is there anyone filling in for that role? Okay. If you would like to come on up.
Now that the outcome is done.
Thank you.
Well, I think under the circumstances and obstacles that we had to go through today, we really did have a successful meeting. The room wasn't ready. People weren't able to be here, and we still filled in the roles and had 2 really, really great speeches. We started late, but we're ending on time and before the time's over, actually. So other than that, I think we did well, and we're learning to speak better and less ums and ahs, and so,
Yeah. Do you know of any club business?
other than dues, I can't think of anything.
Dues, yeah.
That was by the first, right?
Yeah, it's past. It's past due.
Dues are past due.
So if you haven't paid and you need to pay, Richard is who you really want to go to, and I know Dale isn't here. They have our account over at Talhio, and when they transferred it from our credit union, only 2 members can actually go over and deposit. I used to be able to do it here in the credit union, but they have written authorization and only Richard and Dale can make those deposits unless you do it online. And then you can do it at your leisure.
I didn't know you could do it online.
Yep.
I actually found out that I owe somebody $5 because I only did.
It was me, but I never paid it, so. And the $5 is just the extra that we put in for club dues. So if we want to do anything or have a pizza party or whatever, we'll have money to do that so people don't have to fork it out later.
Oh, nice.
So it's really no harm done. And Richard didn't come back to get it, and I haven't seen him to pay him anyway. So you don't owe me anything, and we can just wait till you see him.
Okay.
I say everyone knows where Richard's office is, right, in order to pay him. Okay. And I know Michael's working on setting up a time for everyone to meet, say, what, on a Tuesday, 6 or 5:30?
I'm glad you brought that up. Gary, Bill, and Michael and I met, it was last Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Last
Oh, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Just to talk club business because we really haven't been able to connect. And Michael had some really good ideas about promoting our Toastmaster club. He was going to check with Richard to see if he could actually put a sign out front for Toastmasters and have his phone number on it. And then I haven't done this yet, but I was going to make a new Toastmaster signs for our building because they painted and whatnot and did different things, and they came down and never made it back up. So there's some things like that. Can you think of any other stuff? Those are the only 2 main things.
Yeah, he was talking about trying to get some ends in these community suburban newspapers, about like meeting times and just things like that.
Oh,
Come
interesting,
check us
yeah.
out. Yeah, I guess
Like-
they're free. I didn't realize that.
Oh, I was going to say, I know like even online, sometimes it's a little hard to navigate because I went through the international Toastmasters, and to find us specifically in our agenda was a little bit hard to do, but I know I usually just go through an email, like for our agenda, you can click and it'll take you directly there. But if you're looking for us, it's a little bit harder to find.
We actually need to create a LinkedIn group too. That's something we talked about previously, and I just never did it. So I think we'll do that.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Anything to promote, I think, is a great idea.
There was one of the, Rachel Peck, I think she might be in membership. She sent Sabrina an email today, I was just copying on it, and she's going to join, and she's going to do her first speech our next meeting.
Oh, great.
So we have some new people.
Nice.
So we're doing something right.
Well, and speaking of our next meeting, does anyone want to volunteer for a role? I don't know if we could kind of fill those out for now.
I think we can.
Okay, I'll say I can
Some of them.
try to make a note.
Did you skip timekeeper?
I may have. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I did. That was right after the off counter. Timekeeper report.
Actually, I have it right here.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay.
Since you did all the hard work to keep track of.
Keep time. Today's meeting started at 12:12. We began with a thought for the day and pledge with vow, 54 seconds. Jerry, the joke master about Wolverines. I didn't know it was time to count. But anyway, so, yeah, 53 seconds, just kidding. Gary, word of the day, 50 seconds. And Mike's speech, I had to be between 5 and 7 minutes. It was 6 minutes, 31 seconds. Andy's speech had to be between 5 and 7 minutes. It was 6 minutes, 37 seconds, almost exactly the same. Jerry's evaluation of Mike was 2 minutes, 36 seconds. My evaluation of Andy was 1 minute, 41 seconds. Andy, I think, let's go ahead here. Oh man, I put down Andy, but that was actually me. Grammarian, was I the grammarian today?
Yep.
I think so. Okay, I'm sorry. So 1 minute and 20 seconds. I mean, look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6 people. I can remember what I did. So, 1 minute, 20 seconds. Andy was odd counter, 20 seconds. Val was general evaluator, 37 seconds.
Thank you.
Good job, dear.
And I would like to end also with a quote from Charles Stanley. Fear stifles our thinking and actions. It creates indecisiveness that results in stagnation. I've known talented people who procrastinate indefinitely rather than risk failure. Lost opportunities cause erosion of confidence and a downward spiral begins. I thought that was interesting in relation to fear. So now the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for attending. Together. Yeah, I hate that people weren't able to make it. I wonder if it was due to traffic, because it has been monstrous out there.
I wonder if Kurt's gonna work, you know.
I know.
Yeah, I think it's unusual that Michael wouldn't, be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Kurt too. He's always.
He hasn't got any emails. But I just talked to him about it yesterday too, and he was excited.
Do it.
I think I'm gonna work on number 9.
There you go.
I know, I've been trying to work back to page number 4, but every time I get started, I just have so much going on with work, baby, and
Oh, man.
all of that.
Oh,
Well, you just got some priorities. Some kids go, right?
Exactly.
Andy, that's probably your best speech. That was a good one, man.
Yeah, I do like that. That was a good one.
I really like yours too. I forgot to move around.